Our theme this year is bells. We're having a wedding December 17, so bells seem to be an appropriate theme. I'd like to tell you that at Christmas, we at Grey Gables try to keep focus on why we celebrate Christmas, which is the birth, as a Christian, and our belief of the birth of Jesus. And in the 80s, I saw what was called a Chrismon tree. And I've always wanted a Chrismon tree. A lady started it. She was from the South, and the tradition was that if you used her designs, you could not charge for them. And they're all in gold and white and pearls. Well, I knew that I could never do what she did, but I decided if I'm going to have a Chrismon tree, I'm going to have to do it myself. And I want to tell you what, last year was our first year to have it. And I want to tell you about two of the ornaments that are here. This symbolized the frankincense that the wise men brought to Jesus, and up here was the myrrh. The frankincense to cleanse the temple, and the myrrh to put on his body at death. And this is the treasure chest filled with the money that the wise men brought, and that in Christian religion, the belief is that Mary and Joseph used that to flee Egypt when Herod was killing all the firstborn. So all of these I did myself, and I can get ideas, but I don't feel that I'm a really craft-orientated person. But I did all of these little sequins on these. And I was so pleased. And I had a family of 19 here from Tuesday till Saturday morning for Thanksgiving week. And my son, my daughter and her husband, and my grandson and his wife came to help me serve their dinner and help me with the ornaments. So they put the attachments on the frankincense and myrrh. And I brought all my Chrismon ornaments out on the dining porch saying, "Come see what I've done." I was so pleased and so proud. Well, in the group, all the ladies came, and they oohed and they awed. And one little girl, young girl, stayed. And I looked down at the frankincense and myrrh, and I went, "They glued the bottles upside down." And the little girl said, "Oh, but it's pouring out." Talk about a wisdom from a child. If we kept Christ's message within us and we didn't share it, it would have no meaning. If the frankincense and myrrh had been kept in their containers, it would have had no meaning. That made my Christmas and my Chrismon tree. And I said if I never had another Christmas, I felt complete. So that's the story of the Chrismon tree. This year our theme is bells because of the wedding. So you will see a lot of bells. This is an arrangement I did. I guess there's a bell in the center. And then if you'll come with me into the dining room, I'll show you some of the dining room. This is one that we did last year, but it fit the silver and white theme that we're doing. This is my red dinnerware, and I did the arrangements in those. Robin, my helper, she did the chandelier. And you've got the buffet. and then the buffet on this side. So we look forward to having all of you come in December, but I would like to tell you we're pretty full, so the likelihood of you coming to have just a dinner is, I'm booked. I have some rooms available, particularly during the weeks, but I encourage you to come in January too. It takes so long to get all these decorations up. We work so hard. We take down fall, and then we put up Christmas. And I keep my Christmas decorations up through January. So if you feel so inclined and you just need a lift up after you've had a busy December, come on over and I'll feed you and you can see the decorations. I'll show you the fireplace. I went into all the stores and my vocabulary was bells, bells, and more bells. So we have a lot of bells this year. My granddaughter did the fireplace. And Robin, my helper, she just does everything. She has such an artistic way of making everything look really neat. She did the tree, the bell tree there. And she did all the decorations on the dining porch, but we're not complete. We haven't got those all done. I have my first event tomorrow, so everything has to be in place, which means I was up till 2 in the morning last night, cooked breakfast for a guest at 6, and I'll be up again tonight because I have my first event, which is 20 Garden Club members from Jamestown tomorrow. John asked me what we were having for dinner tonight, and I've had a family that will be here 7 days, so trying to find something different every night is a real challenge. So I'm going to make a Napa cabbage salad tonight. And in order to save time, you all don't see me going here and there, and back up to get all the ingredients so we can save time and get what we can on the video. So first thing I'm going to do is this is an interesting experience for me. I'm going to put these almonds in a skillet with sugar, and you keep stirring them until you get sugared almonds. Except that's not what it calls for this one. These are supposed to be toasted. We're going to toast these. They're not sugared almond. These are toasted for this one. I do one that's uses the ramen noodles that calls for the sugared almonds, but this just calls for toasted, so we're going to toast them in the oven. Since John has never seen anyone make sugared almonds, I'm going to put these in the toaster oven to be toasting, and he's not going to let me forget them and they're burned, and I'm going to put some in with sugar so you can see how to make toasted. I made cranberry chutney this morning for the bridge group tomorrow. They want turkey and dressing for their bridge tomorrow, so I made cranberry chutney, and I'm taking it to the Warren County Tourism Alliance Thanksgiving get-together for tomorrow night. That's my contribution. And almond tea, and I'll show you how to make almond tea later on too. So I'm going to throw these almonds in here. I put a little bit more sugar than what the original recipe calls for because it's easier to work with. Grey Gables, this is Linda, and hello, Teresa. You are in the middle of me being recorded for making dinner tonight.
Oh.
This is my daughter, my most mature daughter, Teresa, who lives in Roanoke, Virginia, who advises me on all things mechanical and crafty because she does an excellent job. And she's ordered a refrigerator repair part that wasn't what we needed, so she's going to reorder what we need, right?
Yes, once you give me the part number.
I don't have, I have the model number of the refrigerator, but I don't have a part number. They didn't, they wanted the whole front of the refrigerator door.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what's the model number?
Did I not send that to you?
No, but when you get done recording, do that.
I'll have to look for it and I'll send it to you. Well, actually, I can do it right now. The model number is RF28HMED BSRAA. You need to stir the almonds.
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm telling John to go stir the almonds. Try that, and if it doesn't work, I'll call you back.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Are you filming him? Good for you. And you did a good job. You just want to keep it going. And the sugar will melt into the, see how it's melting into the almonds? And the key is when it gets down to where it's just really melted good, you take it off right then. We're going to put it in another container, and it'll get hard, and then you just crush it up and sprinkle it over it. Okay, I think I've got that trimmed up enough. So this recipe is Napa cabbage salad. It's on page 130 in the table at Grey Gables cookbook, which is the first cookbook. I like to take the mandarin oranges and drain them, because no matter how much you drain them, it still drains more. So I'm going to set them here and let them drain for a little bit. And then I'm going to cut this Napa cabbage up. One of my guests likes to have sharp knives, so he has sharpened knives for me, and I can't find the one he sharpened. It's here somewhere. But he does the cooking at his house a lot. So he likes the knives really sharp. I tell everyone I'm not a chef. I'm a lady who cooks and tells stories a lot of times when I'm cooking. And everybody has their way of doing things, and whatever way works for you, and that's the way you should do it. One of my friends is making these handy little things to go around your neck to dry your hands. I'm constantly washing my hands, and they also can serve as pot holders, and I think they're really cool. And this is something else that happens in the middle of cooking. The doorbell rings, and that is my next guest coming in to spend the night. So we'll go greet them. Hello.
Hello.
Come in.
Hi.
I'm Linda.
I'm Brenda.
Brenda and
Tom?
Tom. I'm glad you're here, and you all you live where?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Northeast Indiana.
I have John here that's doing videos of the Grey Gables today, and he's
Great.
wanting to say hi to you guys and talk to you a few minutes.
That's fine.
Hello.
Well, good. So y'all saw the videos? We've been watching the Orion Brooks'
Yep,
videos?
and Thelma Frog videos.
Yeah,
and,
did you stop and see her?
Yep, we didn't bother Ralph, but
Yeah, he's kind of not the public figure like Thelma is. She's kind of open for business all
That's
the time.
true.
Was she glad to see you?
yep.
Did you tell her you
yep,
watched the
she,
video?
she started talking to us immediately since
It's
we
hard to get
walked in.
away, probably. Unless she gets a customer, it's about the only way you can get away sometimes.
Yep.
She likes to tell stories. I'm sure she was excited to see you all.
Oh yeah, she had a lot of stories. Told about her family and how they were spread out all over the United States, and yeah, had a
Two
lot of
boys
stories.
in the military. They were in the military. There's two brothers.
Brothers.
Two brothers in the military.
So there's a lot of things to do around here. There's
Yep.
other places I've made videos like the Alvin C. York Park. That's a nice tour to go through there, and Big South Fork. A lot of places to see are in this area.
We're headed up there Friday to the park.
Oh, great! Did you get
It's
to?
a World War I reenactment.
Yeah.
Oh, they're having a reenactment this weekend
They have a Veterans Day.
at the park at the Alvin C. York
yeah,
Park.
on the 11th.
Okay, well, great. So you've been there before?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
so you-
because of COVID and some sicknesses, we didn't make it for the last couple of years, but we're back on track, so.
Sounds good. Well, I'll let Linda do her thing, and I'm just going to kind of film what she does. We're just kind of filming what goes on behind the scenes of her cooking and taking care of guests and all that. So she'll just do what she does, and I'll just watch y'all.
Okay.
I have you in a king bed upstairs.
Great.
So you go up the stairs and down the hall, and it's the last door on the right.
Okay.
Karen room.
Karen?
Can I get you anything to drink now?
I think we're
I
good.
think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you can come back down anytime. TV's in the common room around the corner.
Okay.
We have Dish Network, and you're
Great.
welcome. Can I get you anything to drink?
I
No,
think
I
we're
think
good.
we're good. I think we might sit on the porch because that looks wonderful out there.
All right. Well, the cats enjoy.
She's a cat person. So
I'm
it
a
works
cat
out.
person and I miss my kitty, so
Well,
yeah.
I'm allergic to cats. They were my
Oh.
husband's, so any loving you can give them would be appreciated.
We'll do
I
that.
feed them and give the invocation in the morning. This is the day the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And then I leave it up to everybody else.
Yep, I will give them some attention.
Well, if you need anything, let me know. I'm
All right.
going to go back in the kitchen. We're going to eat at 7.
Okay.
And there were no foods to which you were allergic, disliked, or could not eat.
Nope, not
You
at all.
know, we're all set.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Matt,
And Amber?
and we're here at Linda's bed and breakfast at Grey Gables, and we've been coming here for a year and a half. Been here about 6 times, and every time we come here, it always feels like home. Couldn't be more happy to stay here. Ended up finding this place when we came out looking for property a year and a half ago, and been coming back ever since.
Miss Linda, she does a very good job of making us feel like family.
Oh yeah, we have our kids up there playing right now on the big old
Zoe
front
and
porch.
Matthew.
And we're actually getting ready to start a homestead out here when I get to retire out of the military in about 9 years. And this is the place that we keep coming because it's always felt very warm and welcoming. We get to meet new people every time we come out because we normally come out for about a week or so. And generally there are couples that have come out with, not with us, but they'll come out during the time that we're staying. And it's always nice to meet new people. And the stories that we've heard have been interesting, to say the least.
Absolutely.
Some have been a lot of experience that we can pull from, and some are people that are coming here to do the same thing we are, starting out.
So if somebody was traveling, why would they pick this over a motel to stay? Or
Honestly, in this area, the bed and breakfasts are the way to go.
The overall atmosphere, and you know, when you stay at a motel or a hotel, you're not going to get a home cooked meal in the morning and in the evening, and that's something that Miss Linda does a very good job at, providing you a very filling home cooked meal.
Absolutely. And just the community around here, it's like I said before, it's very welcoming. Her daughters have been very welcoming to us. We've met her grandkids, her kids, and I don't know if she has any great grandkids yet. I don't think so
Those
yet.
are her great grandkids.
They are the great grandkids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we've met a good amount of her family. The last time I was here a couple months ago, I actually had the privilege of making a dinner for her and her family as just out of a big thank you. They thoroughly enjoyed that, and I got to meet more of the family that I didn't meet before.
so
Now
I
it feels
I
like-
understand y'all gonna go for take the kids to see the fire engine today.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The
Clear Fork.
Clear Fork Volunteer Fire Department, Engine 10.
So they're volunteered just to take you out for a ride today, huh?
They have.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. Well, maybe I'll catch up with you when you do that. I know you got some work to do on your property, so I'll be seeing you all in a little bit.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we're going to trim the onions. It calls for Napa cabbage, mandarin oranges, the almonds that are toasted. I'm going to do some sesame seed here in a minute. I'm going to see if I can find the sesame seeds. I have a lot of herbs. The question is, do I have the right herbs when I need them? Right here. No, that's poppy seed. Sesame seed. I'm going to 3 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons, 3 teaspoons. Okay, now we're going to make the dressing to go on the salad. Yes, I'm getting ready to make the dressing for the salad. It calls for a half a cup of sugar. Going over to the sugar container. A fourth of a cup of vinegar. See, a fourth of a cup of vinegar. And then 3/4 cup oil. Two tablespoons of soy sauce. I have a lot of people who have food allergies, and there is a non-gluten sesame that uses coconut oil. And I bought a couple of jars. I haven't been able to find where I bought them, but it calls for 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're going to stir that up and just let it sit. This doesn't get really, really, really thick like some of the dressings do, but you can tell that it's getting thicker. But we'll set that aside. We're going to assume that the sesame seeds are ready. We're not going to let them burn. Pretty brown. This salad tonight is Napa cabbage salad. This is ramen noodles. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Because I want to say Raymond or some other name, but and gonna break them up. I'll take out the seasoning packet when I open them up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this, and then I'm going to lay this and on top of it, and we're going to let the mandarin oranges continue to drain, and we'll put this and the mandarin oranges on at the last minute with the dressing.
All right, guys, I've got a very special couple here tonight. They're at the Grey Gables here in Rugby, spending the night for their 70th anniversary. And just met Ross and his wife here. Do you want to introduce y'all? Ross?
Who are you?
Huh? How am I?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Ross Weber.
Ross?
And from Vonore, Tennessee.
From Vonore.
And I'm Barbara
Barbara.
Weber, and I'm from Vonore too. We live together.
Well, you've been married 70 years. Huh? Where'd y'all first meet at?
High school
High school? Where was you live? In California?
in Burbank, California.
Burbank, California. So what brought y'all to Tennessee? How'd you end up here in Tennessee?
Well, I think everybody who comes here wants to stay here.
Oh, really?
It seemed like a good place to retire.
Yeah, so how long have you been to Tennessee?
22 years.
22 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you come about finding the Grey Gables to come here to celebrate your 70th anniversary?
Actually, we came to Tellico Village in Tennessee, which is a few miles from here. But the reason we're here, we just are kind of celebrating our anniversary, and we wanted to find a place that was kind of quiet, but yeah.
And not too far away.
And not too far away. We're not big on driving long distances anymore.
Well, I tell you what, I'm getting ready to leave, and I won't bother you. You showed up right in the middle of a video, didn't you? Just want to get away somewhere quiet. Now you're going to be hearing people say, "Hey, I saw you
That's
on."
all right. That's all right.
Well, we appreciate your time and appreciate you talking to us, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy your stay.
I'm sure we are.
We'll talk to y'all
Yep.
again next time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
In the midst of this, I get phone calls and other things that I keep going from one place to the other. Someone has called and wanted a gift certificate, so I'm calling them back. Hey, Mr. Brooks.
Good afternoon.
Hey, this is Linda from Grey Gables.
Well, thanks for calling me back.
Yeah, I was in the middle of doing some cooking.
Yeah, I sure.
So you want to go ahead and give me your name, address, and then I'll mail it to you? Wanting.
Just one night.
Okay, and that's $165 plus taxes. I think that's $183.85 or 45.
Okay, I'm fine with it.
Okay, so may I have your credit card number, please?
Okay, this is a Visa debit. I'll be looking you up.
I appreciate it, and thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Bye-bye. So, in the midst of cooking dinner and doing other things, I also answer the phone and take reservations. This gentleman has my same name as my maiden name, and he'll be moving to Tennessee, and his daughter's coming back here to visit, and he wanted to give her this gift certificate in Tennessee. So I'm very grateful, and will make every effort to make their stay here really a positive, memorable experience. I'm approached all the time about having booking where people can book themselves. I like to talk to the people when they make their reservations, and I always ask if there's any foods to which the people are allergic, dislike, or cannot eat. I like that person-to-person relationship. So if you want to make a reservation, you need to call me direct. If I'm not here, leave a message, and I will contact you. Or for me, preferably, it would be email. If you could email me and ask what dates are available or tell me the date you want, I will respond back and let you know the details of what it takes to make a reservation. But I like to talk to you. I like to hear your voice and establish a relationship, I hope, in a positive way before you get here.
And you two be seated.
Okay. I'm not sure. Where'd he go? You ready?
Either of these two or these two.
Okay.
Do you want to sit next to mommy? There you go. Got it. Got it. Now I understand.
So one of the things I like to do, this family has heard the story, but I will tell it again so that all of you and you out there can hear. I had an innkeeper that came here for R&R, and she brought me these, and she called them Victorian beverage bonnets. And another lady, another guest, called them bee bonnets. Another said that her grandmother called them fly cozies. And my husband Bill was helping set the table, and he said, Linda, I got the table all set, but I did not put the caps on the glasses. For those of you that are watching this on YouTube, the almond tea is Grey Gables house tea, and it can be made easily with Splenda if you like, and it's in both cookbooks.
If you want to run the fire truck, you can have this.
Forgot to turn the soup on. This is the zucchini soup, and I'm dressing it with a little bacon. This is for the children. For the adults, you put the bacon and drizzle it with sherry. And a dollop of whipped cream. Of sour cream, not whipped cream, sour cream.
Daddy, what did you like? Bacon soup. Bacon soup.
It's good for your brain.
Okie doke, we're gonna finish making the Napa cabbage salad. I've let the mandarin oranges drain real good. Gonna mix it up. I've removed the chicken flavor packet. We're gonna put the ramen noodles in. Excuse me, I'm gonna get the dressing. See how it's separated, so we're gonna have to beat it good. Just while y'all were eating your soup, I took reservations for 2 rooms, December 2nd and 3rd. So it's constantly doing one thing or the other. Multitasking, as one would say. Not everybody likes this, but those who do really like it. Bree is clearing off the table of the soup while I'm dishing the salad out, so it'll be ready to... There we go. That's the salad course. This is new. This little baby cost about $8,200 with installation. It washes dishes in about 2.5 minutes, and it washes at 169 and dry sanitizes at 180 something, so it gets really hot. It's designed so that when you open it up after it's washed, that the heat goes down into the water and makes the water ready for the next one, and doesn't give all my girls free facials. But you can still see that there's some coming out, which fogs up our glasses. And it has a rinse aid that we don't have to dry them; they'll dry themselves. I checked the pork, and in all of our conversations, I kind of forgot it, and it looks a little dry, so I'm making a sauce to go on top of it. It's called a honey garlic glaze, and I'm going to use garlic. This is from a recipe called Tender and Juicy Pork Loin Recipe that I got off the internet. And 1/4 cup of honey. I'm doubling the recipe, so I have some in the refrigerator and not be lost like I did today. 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Those that are gluten-free can't have anything with soy. So it's a challenge to everything you buy has some kind of soy derivative in it. I had one lady that was not gluten intolerant. She was allergic to soy. And I had to look at everything I bought, and there are very few things that do not have a soy base of some sort in it. So it's been a real challenge. You can get gluten-free soy sauce, but again, I can't remember where I found it, so I've been looking for it. So I need 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard, In this case, I'm doubling, so it's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to stir that all up, and then we'll bring the meat out, and we'll see how dry it might be. Hopefully not too dry. Decided I should have set the timer for the meat. There we go. So we're going to got this. Here's some that was left over. It wasn't enough of it. Alrighty, now we're going to take the meat out. I don't want to take the meat out, it's too dry. This is boneless pork loin that I cook, and then I cut it and freeze it and put the sauce on it so it can marinate. And just getting involved in doing all the other dishes I forgot. So I'm just going to put a little of this sauce on it to give it more moisture. Okie doke, and we'll get this set aside, and she's going to clear the table.
Back in business.
I usually have a little sauce that I put on this, but I didn't get it made. So I'm going to put a little bit of Olive Garden salad dressing and drizzle some Parmesan cheese on it. I'm not really good about fancy dressing a plate. That's a real weakness of mine. That I just don't have the inclination to make it really, really pretty, which I know is part of a good presentation. Okay, the next two will be the kids. That's one of the things I'm taking to the Morgan County Tourism Alliance meeting tomorrow, Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow night, is the almond tea. I have people that order it all the time. I had one lady that ordered 9 gallons of tea. She was giving a tea for 90 people. And it wasn't all almond. I think there were 5 gallons of almond. What it looks like inside. It's a paste. It has its own liquid in it. Sweet carrots. Dad's going to have to show you how to use it, okay? Have that you can't add oil. I had one lady that had been coming for 12 years, and she saw me without an apron for the first time. Said, come on in. Come on, these are the ladies from Fentress and Scott County. You want to